The court fees we have to pay, right? That is first we have to pay. In some cases, advocates won't charge their own fees, but the fee we have to pay. But like I said, the Albir Foundation, they also pay the court fees for the poor people. There are many organizations, NGOs are there who do these services, pro bono services. So it doesn't mean that like see आपको मुहावरा तो मालूम है जब घोड़ा घास से दोस्ती करेगा तो खाएगा क्या, right? So some service charge we have to take, right? Even our parents are taking the service charges from us, taking or not? But in what way? In what way? Yeah, please. Good. Taking. Who answered that taking? Yes, good. Please. Tell me. In what way we are taking service charges? Your love and affection. You are giving the love and affection, right? You are obeying the rules. That is somewhere they are charging. Nothing is free in this world, right? Is it free in this world? Anything free? Nothing. So when our parents are bringing up, we are giving some charges for that. We are giving love and affection. We are obeying their commands, right? Give and take is always there. Did I answer your question?
According to you, what are the basic things qualities that good lawyers should have?
Very good question. What do you think so?
They should be loyal to the client. They should always say
That is loyal to everyone, not only even a doctor, even as a child of your parents. Loyalty should be there everywhere. Even we should be loyal to our Creator, right? So loyalty is the basic thing. Apart from that, attitude and public speaking skills, reading skills, interpretation skills, negotiation skills. There are many you can count on. It depends on how you interpret it. Anything else? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for giving us the informative speech that has inspired us. Now, I would like to add some important points about Ms. Amina Begum. It would be really a great motivation for us to know more about her. Ms. Amina Begum is practicing advocate since 2021. She scored 16th rank in TSPGLCET. She did LLB and LLM in Constitutional Law from Osmania University. She did MA in Mass Communication and Public Relations. She is a recipient of Best Student Award and MA. She is a BSc in Science. She qualified in TSPSC Group in first release. Worked as a medical transcriptionist. Worked as a teacher in high school for a few months. Now, I would like to call our respected Mujib sir to share his valuable thoughts with us. Please give a huge round of applause for him.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Respected Principal Sir, respected Manzoor Sir, respected Qadi Sir, and all the dignitaries which are present on the dais, and all the students and friends who have been witnessing this program for almost 1 hour now. So, I have been advised to keep my lecture as brief as possible and as informative as possible. So, as today, what is the date today? 28? Now, if I ask you a very simple question, why have we gathered here? Write down here. So, today we are here to celebrate Constitution Day, previously called as National Law Day, 26th November. Now, if I ask you a very simple question, what are some of the most important days do we celebrate as national holidays? Can anyone? The most important days which we are going to celebrate, which we celebrate from the past 70 years. Independence Day. Independence Day we celebrate on 15th August. Republic Day we celebrate on 26th January. And we celebrate Constitution Day on 26th November. Now if I ask you, where it is written, why should we celebrate only 26th November as Constitution Day? Where it is written?
In the law book.
In the law book. Law book. Whose law book? So this is the law book of our country. This is our Constitution of India. I was very glad for the first event which happened today. Some of the girls recited the preamble. Now if I ask you, how many of you have by-hearted the preamble? How many of you are 10th class girls here? 10th class. So, when you open your social textbook, the very first thing which will be printed will be preamble. So, how many of you remember it? I would just like to recite the preamble for refreshing of your memory. Our constitution, it starts with the preamble. What is the preamble? Preamble means, now please 9th class and 10th class girls and all the students here, concentrate. I am telling you things which will get you marks in the exam. The essay 3 I think is going to start. Essay 2. You might get this question for 1 mark or 2 marks or for almost 4 marks in your social studies exam. Our preamble starts with "We the people of India." We the people of India. Now what does it signify? What does it mean, we the people of India? Now if I ask you, who is supreme in India? Who is supreme in India? Now we are in November. Now after 2 days, what is the event which is planned? Election. Why the elections are conducted? In India, the supreme is, who are we? Citizens of India. We elect our representatives at state level as well as union level. At union level, we select our MLAs and we select our MPs. They go to the parliament and make laws on behalf of us. In India, we select the government. We form the government for every 5 years. Most probably, by the next elections, you will be getting your voter ID cards. Now, most probably next 2029, you will all be an adult. You will all be above 18. You will get all your rights to vote. Who can vote in India? Only and only citizens can vote in India. So it is very important to understand the importance of voting. Normally, the elections happens on Sundays, so it is actually holiday. Now, the election is scheduled on which day? Thursday. It is a working day. I hope holiday has been declared on 30th. So please make sure that all the adults which are in the house, you go home and tell them that today we have witnessed a seminar or celebrations on Constitution Day, and it is very important to vote. The voting starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. The very first thing everyone should do on 30th is to vote. Tell your parents, tell your relatives how important it is. If we don't vote, what happens? If we don't vote, we are not exercising our right. The right to vote is given in our Constitution. So, three things which I will just put it very brief. I will not take more than 10 minutes. First we have already discussed the preamble. Second, fundamental rights. Third, fundamental duties. Normally, we remember fundamental rights, but we forget our fundamental duties. Fundamental rights are called as Bunyadi Hukuk. Fundamental duties are called as Bunyadi. Fundamental duties are called as Bunyadi Faraiz. It is, as I was observing, we recited the preamble, we recited our fundamental rights, but tell me very genuinely, how many of us believe our Constitution? Fundamental rights, fundamental duties. How many of us exercise our rights? How many of us exercise our rights? Right to speech. Most important, the play which was played, the Jamal Khashoggi, the assassination of Jamal Khashoggi was all about right to freedom of speech. He wanted to exercise right to freedom of speech. And while he was killed, he tried to exercise his right in a country where this right is not given. He tried to question the authorities there. We are fortunate we are born in India where we are a democratic country, and by birth we have got the right to vote, right to ask questions. It was very heartening after most of the girls have asked the question. Everyone should take a vow that we will exercise our right to speech. Right to speech also includes right to ask questions. We have been taught in our classes, in schools, don't ask questions. Normally, we fear to ask questions. If courage we ask questions, the other counter question will be coming. Rather than answer, the teachers will be asking counter questions which we do not know. And because by the fear of not able to answer the counter question, we just be silent. So I am very sure, जो एक क्वेश्चन एक बच्ची के जहन में आ गया, वही क्वेश्चन would be running throughout the minds of the present here. So, next thing, I'll just describe the fundamental duties. What are fundamental duties? Bunyadi Faraiz. 10th class, 9th class, there is a 4-mark question. Write down the fundamental duties. How many fundamental duties do we have? How many fundamental duties do we have? Are the fundamental duties only for the students or generally we would be complaining. क्या फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी सिर्फ और सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स के लिए है? Our constitution is a living document. Our constitution is a living document. It changes. It has been given in such a way that it changes as per situation. Normally, students है, we ask our parents, क्या फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या ड्यूटी सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कोई पेरेंट्स के लिए नहीं है क्या? Do we ask or not? क्या रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन सिर्फ और सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स पास करना? Do we have any fundamental duties for parents also? Yes, in our constitution we have fundamental duties for parents also. It shows that this constitution lives up to the times we live in. So, the very first fundamental duty which we have to abide by the constitution respects its ideals. What do you mean by to abide by the constitution? Follow the constitution and respect its ideals. Here we have to discuss about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is called as father of the nation. Lovingly we call him as Bapu. He said the core important of our freedom struggle is Hindu-Muslim unity. Is Hindu-Muslim unity. It is one of the ideal of our constitution. One of the ideal of being equal. Second, to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. To cherish. What is a cherish? To celebrate. To celebrate. Why do we celebrate 15th August? Why do we celebrate Constitution Day? Because of this fundamental duty which has been given in our Constitution. Which has been given in our Constitution. Third fundamental duty, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Sovereignty means independence. Khud Mukhtari. I hope everyone understands these Urdu words. The only reason which I am trying to explain in Urdu is it should enter our hearts. When we by heart, it only goes to our brain, but it doesn't enter our heart. Once the program is completed, by the time you go outside, you will be forgetting everything. Almost 70%. Independent. We are. Who are we? Who are we? Citizens of India. Our identity is we are citizens of India. As a citizen of India, what is the fundamental duty we have? To uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. We can be from Telangana, we can be from Andhra, we can belong to any religion. But first we are Indian first. I have experienced this. I've been in UAE for almost 2 years. They never used to call me by my name. They would first say Indian. They would first ask Indian. Then the next identities come. Okay, you are from Telugu region. You are from Telugu region. Language. Right? To defend the country. To defend the country. We have our army. We have our army. They are protecting us from foreign invasions. Enemies. They have their duties, but we also have our duties here. How we would defend our country? By having knowledge of the Constitution. By exercising our fundamental rights and obeying fundamental duties. Next, to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood. Now, we all come from diverse background. How we are able to sit in such a energetic way here? Do we difference ourselves here? Why? Because we practice harmony here. Harmony, brotherhood. We practice harmony, brotherhood. Brotherhood also includes sisterhood also. So you will be saying, sir, you are talking about brotherhood and no one is. But the majority of the audience are sisters. So brotherhood also includes sisterhood. Next, to value and preserve the heritage of our opposite culture. How many of you have visited national monuments? How many of you have visited Charminar? How many have visited Golconda? That is the thing, you have scribbled something on the walls. How many of you have visited Salarjung Museum? So when you go there, you should cherish. You should cherish the monuments. Why we know our history. You might have seen many people writing their names. They might not give their attendance in the schools, but they will make their attendance there. If someone comes, they should witness that this person was there. So we should not do that. We should not do that. Next, we should protect our composite culture. Next, to protect and improve the natural environment like forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife. Now, this fundamental duty is very important. How many of you have heard about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan? Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Swachh Bharat. How many of you actually practice it? How many of you, when you buy chips, when you buy anything, you practice keeping, once you have completed it, how many of you put it in dustbins? So, very good. We are practicing our fundamental duty to protect and we are protecting our natural environment. To develop our next fundamental duty is to develop our scientific temper. Scientific temper. Now, you are here 10th class. If I ask you what you want to become, if I ask you what you want to become, you would have many answers. I want to become pilot. I want to become doctor. I want to become advocate. I want to become lawyers. By what? By getting knowledge. By getting knowledge. By getting scientific temper. We study physics. We study biology. Why? Because our syllabus has physics, our syllabus has chemistry, our syllabus has biology. Only because our syllabus has mathematics. Only because to develop scientific temper. You should not believe anything. Nature always have a logic and a concept of physics mechanism. When we study physics, we go to the lab. We understand it in the lab. What are we doing by going to the lab? It is not enough to study in the books. We do practicals to develop scientific temper. To develop scientific temper. Spirit of inquiry and reform. When we should ask questions, you cannot believe anything blindly. Our principle should be asking questions. If you do not understand, ask. For 1 second or 2 seconds, you might be you might be uncomfortable. But once you ask, you will feel the confidence. Have a habit of asking questions. To safeguard public property and abjure violence. How many of you have traveled in buses, government buses? How many have traveled in government? How many of you have taken government services? Now, when you travel in government buses, you might have seen that seat has been torn off The facilities which are given would be not working because someone has tampered with it. Someone has tampered with it. They have told it. One person, if I have a pen, one person enters in a brand new bus and he has no work, he just put a point. The other person is coming, put it by from a point to the whole seat would be scratched. So that we should not do. And active violence. One of the paths which was shown by our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, Ahimsa. He said to abjure violence. No violence should be done. There is nothing in this world which cannot be solved by talking, by having deliberations, by having talk. You should talk with your enemy also. You should talk with your enemy also. There is a solution for each and every problem. It can be solved by sitting on a table and give and take method. Last but one activity to strive towards excellence. Now, especially for the students here, 10th class students, what is the maximum marks you will be getting? For 10th class, 9th class, what is the maximum marks you will be getting? The total marks. What is the total GPA for 10th class students? 10.0. If I ask you how many marks you would be aiming, how much GPA you would be aiming, what will be your answer? 10 by 10. Your target should not be less than 10 by 10. You are in the 9th class, you are 8 subject here. You take one subject and what is the maximum marks for each subject? 100 marks. How many marks you will be aiming? Try to aim 100 by 100. No matter how much you get, but aim 100 by 100. Maximum. Believe in yourself. How many of you believe in yourself that you will get 10 by 10? How many of you believe yourself that you will get 100 by 100 in every subject? I want each and everyone to repeat with me. I believe in myself. I will aim for maximum. Not less than maximum. Believe in yourself. And repeat it. After that, so believe in yourself and achieve results. So one thing for teachers also, I have been a teacher. I am not a professional teacher, but I am a mentor. I always try to put confidence. And the last by which I will be closing my lecture here. This fundamental duty is for parents. Is for parents. Go to your home and say, today we have known, we gain knowledge, a fundamental duty for parents also. Who is a parent or guardian to provide opportunities for education to his child, as the case may be, age of 6 and 14 years. 6 and 14 years. This is the last fundamental duty for parents. The fundamental duty for parents is whoever is a child 6 to 14 years. They are sending. What is the single most reason you are sitting in this school now? Your parents have sent you here. They are obeying the fundamental duty. And what is your fundamental duty? To learn, get knowledge, and prosper in your life. So by this, I conclude my speech here, and I hope you have learned many things. And I just request, whatever you have learned here, go to your home, say it's almost 100 students are here, more than 100.
Yes.
So, in every home, this whatever you have learned, you should pass it. इल्म एक ऐसी चीज है जो बांटने से बढ़ती है. And you have gathered knowledge here. I hope this will be beneficial to you. So by this, I conclude. Thank you very much.
As our respected sir, Mr. Manzoor, because of whom this program is held and is a very kind personality and very patriotic Down High School. We would be so glad to hear you, sir. Give a huge round of applause.
Thank you, students. Good afternoon, everybody. Respected personalities on the dais, Mr. Puram sir, correspondent secretary of the institution, Dr. साहब और मेरे ग्रुप के साथी, teaching and non-teaching staff, dear students. अभी तक आप लोगों के सामने सब्जेक्ट की बात हो रही थी और हाईएस्ट स्कोरिंग की बात हो रही थी और इस तरीके से आज का ये दिन मनाया जा रहा है नेशनल लॉ डे और इसमें जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें थी आपको बताई गई is on the subject. Just I want to say about this awareness of the girls. I will give one example. In 2021, one girl is from Raichur district. She was the civil engineer. How many she got the medals? Did you know? Just to tell. 1, 2, 3. ये न्यूज all over India आ गई थी, newspapers, channels, and so many media. She was the only girl in Raichur district like you in hijab. What is her name? Bushra Mateen. She got 16 medals. आप नोट करना है उनका नाम और उनके मेडल्स. ये हमारे लिए बहुत ही अवेयरनेस की बात है कि लास्ट 2 इयर्स में जहाँ पे कर्नाटक में हिजाब पर पाबंदी आयद कर दी गई थी, जहाँ पर बड़ी मुश्किल हालात में वहाँ के वाइस चांसलर उसमें तो वहाँ की यूनिवर्सिटी के वाइस चांसलर जब नाम पुकारा जा रहा था, एक ही नाम ओनली 21 टाइम she got all medals. तो ये बहुत ही सरप्राइज न्यूज थी हमारे लिए और बहुत ही खुशी की बात. डियर स्टूडेंट, जहाँ से बात शुरू हुई थी वहीं पे मैं आता हूँ. और एक चीज, हम 3 महीने पहले यहाँ पर आए थे. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट को याद होगा कि हम क्यों आए थे. व्हाट इज दैट फंक्शन? जस्ट टू टेल. Who was she? Yes, correct. तो मैं ये देखना चाह रहा था कि कितने ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं जो फारिया अहमद को जानते हैं. ये भी जो है हमारी उस ग्रुप की तरफ से हमको ये पूरे एडुकेट्स मिले हैं, जिसमें जो है फारिया अहमद भी एक एडुकेट थे. ये भी 2021 की बात है जिस वक्त हम एक जुडिशियल
एग्जाम ग्रुप बनाए थे जिसके अंदर बहुत सारे LLB स्टूडेंट, LLM स्टूडेंट उसमें आए और अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम चलता रहा। जिस तरीके से आप लोग बैठे हैं ऐसे ही प्रोग्राम हम चलाते रहे, वर्कशॉप ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन। उसके अंदर जो है फारिया अहमद जैसी लड़की जो है JCJ को क्रैक किया। इट्स नॉट ए स्मॉल एग्जाम, JCJ ऑल ओवर इंडिया एग्जाम होता है। दैट एग्जाम लाइक नीट का कैसा होता है आपका एग्जाम? कुछ एग्जाम ऐसे होते हैं जो स्टेट लेवल के होते हैं, कुछ एग्जाम होते हैं जो ऑल इंडिया लेवल के होते हैं। JCJ एग्जाम भी वो ऑल इंडिया लेवल का एग्जाम होता है। तो उसमें से फारिया अहमद जैसी लड़की जज बनी। ये हमारे लिए बड़ी खुशी की बात है। लेकिन वो फर्स्ट जज नहीं थी गर्ल, फर्स्ट जज जो थी हैदराबाद की लड़की, उनका नाम क्या है? व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द फर्स्ट गर्ल इन हैदराबाद वुमेन जज? मैं सिर्फ विद इन 10 years की बात कर रहा हूँ। आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू पॉइंट 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, ओनली फॉर रिसेंटली 8 to 10 years। अभी वो हैदराबाद में पोस्टिंग हो गई उनकी, अभी ACT सिविल कोर्ट में है। वो हमारे फ्रेंड की डॉक्टर है परवीन कौसर, आप नाम याद रखिए। ये जो है अभी हैदराबाद में इनकी पोस्टिंग हुई। अभी अपने पास फारिया अहमद जो थे उनकी भी पोस्टिंग हो गई है वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में। अभी वो एज ए जज अपने प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं। एक्चुअली हमारे जो प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं खासतौर पर लाभ वैसे डिफरेंट टाइप के अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम होते हैं डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स की। मैं लास्ट ईयर की बात करता हूँ आपके सामने, और मैं खुरम साहब को भी एक एडवाइस छोटी सी देना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि वो तो बहुत एक्टिव पर्सनैलिटी है। अपने पास स्टूडेंट को जो है बहुत ही मोटिवेट करते हैं डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स पर। तो एक टॉपिक पर हमने जो काम किया था लास्ट ईयर 26 नवंबर हम एक प्रोग्राम लेते थे जिसके अंदर 30 स्कूल्स को हमने इनवाइट किया था, और वो भी ओल्ड सिटी के मुस्लिम नॉन मुस्लिम स्कूल्स और 9th and 10th क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स। सद्भावना फोरम के नाम से हमने एक फोरम बनाया जिसके अंदर मुस्लिम नॉन मुस्लिम बहुत स्कूल्स भी थे, और 30 स्कूल्स के टॉपर्स ऑफ द स्कूल को हमने जो है उसमें टॉपिक दे दिए। वो टॉपिक क्या थी वो मैं आपको सुना जो आपके सिलेबस की। वो टॉपिक थी फंडामेंटल राइट्स ऑफ द सिटीजन एंड प्रेम्बल ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। ये टॉपिक पे एलोकेशन एंड राइटिंग कॉम्पिटिशन था। उसको हमने ईच स्कूल 4 प्राइज दिए, और मोर देन 200 to 300 स्टूडेंट्स, पेरेंट्स, टीचर्स उसके अंदर शरीक हुए। और लास्ट ईयर हमने बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम किया। वो उसी का कनेक्शन है। ये असल में हमारे जो ग्रुप है जुडिशियल ग्रुप, कि इन्हीं लोगों की तरफ से हमको मालूम होते रहता है कि आज 26 नवंबर है। तो ये लॉ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जो चीजें आती हैं उसके अवेयरनेस के प्रोग्राम हम कंडक्ट करते हैं, और हमारे आने वाले स्टूडेंट को बताते हैं कि ये जो चीजें हैं ये आपके लिए ये भी एक माइलिंग स्टोन का काम करेगा। और खास तौर पर गर्ल्स के लिए हमारे पास गर्ल्स एडवोकेट की बहुत बड़ी तादाद है। और आप ये मत समझिए कि खास तौर पर जो CCA हैं वो स्टूडेंट ही पढ़ सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है। मोर देन 50% स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम साइंस बैकग्राउंड। जैसा हाजी साहब है हमारे, उनका भी बैकग्राउंड साइंस का। जैसा फारिया अहमद है, उनका भी बैकग्राउंड साइंस का। और हमारे अभी एडवोकेट अब्दुल मुहीब है, इनका भी बैकग्राउंड साइंस का। दे आर बेसिकली इंजीनियर, दे डोंट एडवोकेट। इस तरीके से ये लोगों ने अपना एक चूज किया है। कई ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं जिनको हमने देखा अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम के दौरान में, कुछ तो गल्फ रिटर्न है, कुछ तो US रिटर्न है। LLB एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जब चाहे आप कर सकते हैं। देयर इज नो लिमिट, इसकी कोई लिमिट नहीं है, ना इसकी कोई एज है। इसलिए आप कभी भी कर सकते हैं, आपका जो भी प्रोफेशन आप अख्तियार करना चाह रहे हैं, जितना आप पढ़ना चाह रहे हैं उसके बाद पढ़ सकते हैं। अभी बहुत सारी बातें आपके सामने आएंगी कि ये प्रोफेशन को अख्तियार करने के लिए नहीं पढ़ा जाता, बल्कि ये नॉलेज के लिए पढ़ा। तो इस तरीके से आप इसी प्रोफेशन में जाएंगे। कई मैंने देखा कि ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं जो MBA करे हैं, लॉ कर रहे हैं, जो BSc करे हैं, लॉ कर रहे हैं, जो MSc करे हैं, लॉ कर रहे हैं। तो इस तरीके से साइंस, मैथ्स एंड कॉमर्स ऑल बैकग्राउंड स्टूडेंट्स LLB कर सकते हैं। फिर उसके बाद आपको ये बताते हुए बड़ी खुशी हो रही है कि हमारे पास हमने जो अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम किया था इससे पहले हमारे ग्रुप में टीचर्स ग्रुप भी है, वो फीमेल टीचर्स ग्रुप है, इसके अंदर नॉट लेस देन ग्रेजुएट के ऊपर के ही टीचर्स हैं उसके। तो उसमें भी इसी साल जो हमारे को जो बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल स्टोरीज हैं हमारी, एक तो फारिया अहमद, दूसरे हैं कि CEC से जिसका बैकग्राउंड शुरू हुआ था वो भी है मुशरा सिद्दीका, जिन्होंने अभी हाल ही में PhD कंप्लीट की है इकोनॉमिक्स में। तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है, पुराने शहर की लड़की है और इन्होंने जो है उस्मानिया यूनिवर्सिटी से टॉप अप किया है, टॉप ऑफ उस्मानिया यूनिवर्सिटी, और उन्होंने स्कूल में कॉलेज में पढ़ाया भी है। फिर अभी जस्ट उन्होंने जो है अपनी PhD कंप्लीट की है। अभी हम उनको हाल ही में मदीना एजुकेशन ट्रस्ट जो है, मदीना एजुकेशन सोसाइटी, उसकी तरफ से उनको गोल्ड मेडल भी दिया गया है। हम उनके साथ में एक छोटा सा एक फंक्शन रखे थे, बल्कि एक हमारे बैंक का एक जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग थी, उसके अंदर हमने उनको बुला के फैसिलिटेट किया और बहुत ही वो खुश हुई। और ऐसी लड़कियों को हम चाहते हैं कि जितना भी आगे बढ़े हम उनको फैसिलिटेट करें। तो इस तरीके से हमारे पास बहुत सारे ऐसे अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम है। इंशाल्लाह जब भी मौका मिलता है हम इसको आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेंगे। थैंक्स पूरन साहब ने आज हमारे मशवरे पे एक छोटा सा प्रोग्राम अरेंज किया और जिसमें बहुत सारे बच्चों को मालूमात हुई और हमारे कुछ एडुकेट्स के जरिए से उनके अंदर मैं समझता हूँ बहुत अच्छा खासा अवेयरनेस पैदा हुआ। थैंक्स।